Yo, good afternoon, viewers of YouTube. My name's Tyler of ChicoCrypto.com, and I've actually fucked up on this video a few times. Already opened 2 beers. Didn't turn on the audio once, and I didn't press record the other time. So I got 2 beers open. Goose Island IPA. Last time I'm featuring it on this channel. Adding 2 caps to the beer tower because of my mess up. Hasn't crashed yet. So I'm going to try to drink both of them for this episode. It's a decent beer. So the first thing I want to talk about today is regarding the current state of the crypto markets. We had a nice green day as of shooting this video on Saturday, with all of the top 10 coins having above a 3% 24-hour increase from the day before. Another trick by the whales, pushing the price up once again to squeeze out any last dime they can muster. Or is this general interest from investors and the reversal of the bear market of 2018? So, I admit it, I am no professional trader, and this bear market has hurt me just as much as it has hurt you. Even me, who has been around crypto for this long, I am questioning my positions, and since I have gone 100% all in with crypto, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? How I ground myself back into reality is to remember the tech. Bitcoin in itself is a revolution. An immutable general ledger is something society has never had the pleasure of using. And smart contracts, even though they are in their infancy, are groundbreaking for just about any industry you can think of. We are currently in the very early stages of cryptocurrency and its overall development. And luckily, any person from any walk of life, rich or poor, has the ability to participate and invest to grow their wealth. So this is a complete 360-degree turn, and an article I read today made me think even further about the implications. It was titled, "The Richest 1% on Target to Own 2/3 of All Wealth by 2030. Fuck. Well, the article isn't taking into account the fact that Bitcoin and crypto is going to redistribute some of that wealth to the average Joe like you and me. Now, some people argue if you live in the West and have a job that pays above minimum wage, you are already in the 1%. This is not about that. It's about wealth distribution within our society, not globally. Wealth inequality is a local perspective, not global, and the wealthy in the West are fucking wealthy compared to all of us. Now that my little soapbox is over, let's get into some real good crypto news, because there is some great stuff that came out for some of my favorite crypto projects. Let's start out with Elastos. Most of you know that this is a coin I am super bullish on. Their tech is literally groundbreaking, and the team, led by Rong Chen, are outstanding. Here's an example of why I believe in the project so much. SAIC Motors, the largest auto manufacturer in China, has commissioned Elastos to implement the Elastos applications in their vehicle control systems. What I really like about Elastos is they are bringing us to see the entire journey, starting with ground floor research. Now, this is a demonstration, and it was just with a toy car, but it proves the viability of the Elastos operating system and applications for further research and development into the future of smart cars. As we can see from this car framework, the demo project has been divided up into 4 different parts. First is the vehicle control panel. Here, the Elastos 5.0 operating system has been transplanted to a Texas Instrument tablet. Second is the automotive controller. This is the driving simulator control system of the front wheels, rear wheels, and the brakes. A Raspberry Pi was used as the hardware solution, and a Linux plus Elastos Runtime SDK was used as the software solution. The third component was a high-performance computer that simulated the driving AI computing platform. In this demo, it was used for real-time recognition and analysis processing based on video streaming. What they used was a high-performance PC with Ubuntu and the Elastos Runtime SDK for the software solution. The final piece was a user's cell phone, which in this demonstration was the Moto X, which ran Android 6.0 and the Elastos Runtime SDK. So through the test, Elastos showed that the framework Elastos car could, number 1, make the car brake based on video stream and AI, and then relay that stream to a tablet. And number 2, a user could control the car with their phone, such as going forward, backwards, left, and right. Each control was invoked and assessed between each other based on the Elastos car framework. Now, this was just a demonstration, and it proved the Elastos tech provided many benefits, such as a trustworthy identification, and it overall proved the viability of the Elastos runtime operating system and SDK. The demo passed SAIC's acceptance check and has allowed them to begin launching the next phase of research and development. Now, turning attention over to the charts. Has this news done anything to the price of Elastos? It sure has, up a whopping 26% from yesterday. And the price is currently sitting just under $37. Has Elastos reached its bottom and is in a reversal? Well, if the market continues on the up and up, even if it goes sideways, then yes, Elastos will continue to rise up. If we see a major dip to sub 5K BTC, then Elastos would most likely go below its all-time low, but in my honest opinion, this is not going to happen. So some other news, and I think I found something that will push up the price of not only Elastos, but multiple other coins. If any of you guys know who Coranos 2 is on Reddit, he is a developer for the city of Zion and the creator of the Neo Ledger app. He is the one who was able to get our precious neon gas safely stored on a hardware wallet. Already a little buzzed. Well, Coranos, he's been up to it again, working on development of Ledger support and apps out of his own goodwill. About 4 days ago on the Ledger subreddit, Coranos posted that over the past few months, they have started on apps for several coins. They are mostly all ready, but it seems like Ledger does not have the time to approve them. Those coins are, of course, Elastos, Nano, Minex, and Wanchain. Coranos is a hard worker, and his dedication to this is much needed in the crypto space. So if we take history as anything, Coranos submitted the Neo release candidate to Ledger in October of 2017. And the Neo support for both Ledger and the Ledger Blue happened on December 3rd, 2017, which is around 2 to 3 months. I would anticipate something similar, because as we can see from Coranos' posts on the Ledger subreddit, it just needs reviewed by Ledger. The final bit of crypto news I'd like to dive into is regarding Monero, Bitmain, and ASIC miners. So the CryptoNight hashing algorithm that Monero and other alts use, such as Electroneum, has been infiltrated by ASIC miners. On April 5th, Monero has forked to version 12 of the protocol and has created 4 new projects: Monero Zero, Monero Original, Monero Classic, and another Monero Classic. Isn't that just classic, people? So Monero Zero is built by a group of concerned users and proof-of-work maximalists. They say that Monero's project strategy is no longer sane, and the network upgrades were designed to compromise the effectiveness of the proof-of-work in the Monero network. So Monero Original doesn't have much information about it, but they do have a GitHub, and the exchange HitBTC has said that they will give Monero Original balances to Monero holders at the time of the fork. Now, on to the 2 Monero Classics. The first Monero Classic is being initiated by a group of developers and miners from Singapore who felt that it was time to take action. They feel that ASICs are healthy, and this is proven that there are now 3 different manufacturers of ASICs, not just one. They feel that the current Monero developers having the power to change consensus rules whenever it suits them is more centralized than a proof of work with ASICs. And the next Monero Classic is being put together by a person who identifies themselves as PZ, a person or group. So they believe that ASICs are healthy for the ecosystem and a normal market economy phenomenon. The thing about this one is the project seems to have originated from China and is being actively promoted by Bitmain's mining pool, Ant Pool. So is Bitmain behind this one? They do have an incentive since they need to sell the miners coming out that are based on the crypto night algorithm. Well, viewers, you know, crypto is a crazy market, and I'm so glad that we can all share the ride together. I'm going to keep trying to post some of the best content I can come up with and enjoy it for as long as I can. So cheers to that one, and I might see you tomorrow. I might take a day off. Who knows? Cheers.